New Sixers president of basketball ops, Daryl Morey. We discussed in the news yesterday of him signing with the Sixers, the difficult roster construction he is now in charge of. Take a look at what Morey ball looked like when he was GM of the Rockets. The threes were raining in Houston. The Rockets led the league in three-point attempts for, it felt like forever, but it was the last 4 seasons. We aren't saying the Sixers will necessarily play the same way those Rockets did. However, there is clearly work to be done to a roster that finished last season last in field goal percentage during the playoffs. So, I mean, what should Morey's top priority be? What do you think for the Sixers?
You know, Rachel, a lot of people are going to think about, oh, is it trade this guy? Is it sign this guy? His first priority is to sit down with Elton Brand and get on the same page. Because Elton Brand's a guy who, you know, didn't have full control of that situation in Philly. He was doing a lot of executing of ownership vision. And this offseason was the first time they were letting him do his thing. That's why he had a couple big hires, like my guy Prosper Karangwa from the Orlando Magic. He was starting to formulate his plan moving forward, and then this Daryl Morey thing drops. So Daryl has to walk in and reassure Elton that his opinion matters, that it is not just kind of, hey, you're old news, especially in an organization where this has already happened several times, where someone's in control and they say, you know what, we're bringing this guy in. He's going to be in control now. And so I think that's really important, because what you want is you want a cohesive front office. If you don't do anything about it, if you avoid this elephant in the room, you get a situation at best where maybe someone's not really that bought in, and at worst, acting against you. You don't want that. You want to get Elton in the fold and remind him, hey, man, we care about what you think. We care about your opinion. You are a vital part of this organization.
I expect Daryl Morey to be aggressive this offseason. Will he trade Ben Simmons? Probably not. But I do see him trying to get off of maybe Al Horford contract. I think they will keep Tobias Harris, because Doc Rivers loved Tobias Harris. We have to remember when Tobias was playing for Doc Rivers with the Clippers, he was playing some of his best basketball, all-star level. Doc didn't really want to trade him. And so when I'm looking at Daryl Morey, he's going to be aggressive. He's going to, make sure that their bench gets better, make sure role guys get better, and we all know he's going to add shooting to this ball club. He's going to add shooting. He's going to go out there and find some shooters. I wouldn't be surprised if Al Horford and Josh Richardson be involved in trades this upcoming offseason.
Yeah, and I think an important thing to say is that a lot of people are like, oh, Daryl's going to do what he did in Houston. Daryl did what he did in Houston because that's what was available to him, and that was the easiest way for him to build with what was available to him. He's going to find what works with these two Hall of Fame caliber players, these two All-NBA caliber players. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. And so how they played in Houston isn't necessarily how they're going to play in Philadelphia.
To me, if you look at the consistency and the through line with Daryl, it's his creativity, right? The creativity in terms of deal making, where he really made some unique strides in all of that and changed the way some of those deals are done around the league, and the creativity in how to stack role players around your best players. That is where I sort of think we will see a repeat of what he did in Houston. I do expect him to go look for more shooting, not just because, oh, gee, Daryl Morey likes three-pointers and shooting, because anybody who has watched the Sixers for the past 2.5 seasons would say that team needs more shooting.
이번에 준비한 영상 시청해주셔서 정말 감사하고 앞으로 더 흥미롭고 유익한 NBA 내용으로 돌아오겠습니다. 영상 재밌게 보셨다면 구독과 좋아요 부탁드리겠습니다. 감사합니다.